Today I'm going to be recreating one of my favourite WWE matches of all time. It is, of course, the Wrestlemania 17 six-man tornado tag. Triple threat tag. As you can see, we've got our opponents, or each of the wrestlers selected here. Bubba Ray, Devon, Edge and Christian, Matt and Jeff Hardy. I was a big Matt and Jeff Hardy fan. I was gutted when they didn't win. So I'm fingers crossed today that Matt and Jeff can pick up the win. And of course, to top it all off, we've got the World Tag Team Championship from that era as well, of 97 to 2002. So let's do this. And we've even downloaded the arena as well, so it looks absolutely fantastic. All the memories have just come flooding back. I don't know whether we can create the same spots. I'm not controlling any of the wrestlers myself, but I'm still excited because this is an all-time classic, of course. Now, I know the My GM series ended very badly earlier with the Attitude Era, so I thought bringing you guys this. Yeah, I mean, we wanted to see The Rock versus Stone Cold. Maybe we can do that as another recreation. I'm all ears down in the comments section. A lot of you said you'd like to see some TEW, Total Extreme Wrestling. And to be honest, I'm really up for doing it. So if the support is there, if you have no idea what TEW is, it's basically My GM mode on steroids. You can do indie wrestling and it is not going to crash. It's an amazing management game. You can't see any of the matches. It's all simulation, but it goes into such intricate details. If you'd like to see that and there's enough support, maybe I'll do a tester episode at the end of next week or even next weekend. If it gets enough views, I'll continue it. Of course, this is my full-time job, my second channel. So I need to make sure it's financially viable because the time I put into these videos needs to meet to pay my bills, I guess. While I've been saying this, though, Christian has come out in his yellow attire, and I like it. So again, if you'd like to see the TEW 2020, maybe even Attitude Era, there's modded databases where you can go back and watch Attitude Era stuff. Maybe that's what we'll do. And here is Edge. Now, I could not find an Edge from the Attitude Era, which was good enough in my opinion, so we've got Rated R Superstar instead, but I'm sure you can forgive me. It's not going to make too much of a big deal. So here is Rated R Superstar Edge instead, which, hey, just a little bit more experience. Devon, get the tables. Here is Devon Dudley. What I think would be amazing on TW, by the way, sorry to harp back onto that, is how amazing would it be taking over like WWF and just doing like Raw from like 1997 after the Survivor Series onwards. So the start of Attitude Era onwards. Bret Hart's just left. We're in a very precarious position. WCW are roaming the territory right now. If that's possible, I really want to do that. Yeah, it's possible. It looks amazing. If you want it, let me know. And here we go. Now, I just skipped over the Hardy Boys entrances, but hey, they're here. You know who they are. But I have downloaded the retro version, so they have matching attire and everything. The only ones that don't is Edge and Christian, but I felt like they never really had that much matching attire anyway. They kind of just had similar attire, but this is exciting. WrestleMania 17. I was like, when was this? Like 2001. So I was like 9. I remember seeing this match for the very first time and could not believe my eyes. Some of the stunts that these 6 men pulled off. It obviously stole the show. It made what was probably one of the best WrestleManias, if not the best WrestleMania of all time, even better. This was a spectacle. This is what everybody was talking about on the way home. And there is a finisher already from Christian. I've hid the HUD, so it is a complete surprise. But we are already seeing ladders. We're already seeing chairs from Jeff Hardy attacking Bubba Ray Dudley. Edge now trying to get on the action, but Matt is now coming in trying to protect his brother. Of course, there is what I think is really funny about these 6 is there's legitimately one set of brothers. There's a kayfabe 2 set of brothers, and then Edge and Christian, who you would look at, and I thought they were brothers when I was growing up. I don't know about you. I used to look at them and think they must be brothers. Edge and Christian, they're obviously not called the same thing, but it's wrestling. Like, people have weird and funny names because I was like 8 or whatever. But I remember thinking, they must be brothers. They look the same. They wrestle together. They have similar physiques. Must be brothers. Bubba Ray and Devon? No, I didn't fall for that one. Back to the action, though. A snake eyes from Edge onto Jeff Hardy, who might take most of the punishment, as he usually does. What a... Oh, I like that. Get straight back up. Get straight back up. Who is going to be the first man to climb that ladder and try and retrieve those beautiful tag team belts? It does look like it's going to be Bubba Ray Dudley. What would be the worst thing ever is if they literally just grab it and then win immediately, and it would just be really boring. Hello. Oh, electric chair. Yes, let's go. I think is it possible on the game to do the spear to the guy hanging down? Or have I just imagined that? Wishful thinking, maybe. Probably. I don't think I've ever seen it. If it could be done, it would be immense. But I very much doubt the AI would ever do it. The AI do some silly things on this. I'm just curious, really, how this match would play out. Christian's putting himself through the table. Christian just launched himself through the table out of nowhere. That's an unbelievable move as well from Devon Dudley. It does seem like Edge and Jeff are the only two who are really interested in staying in the ring right now. Matt and Devon have been out there for a while, especially Devon. I can't say I've seen Devon back in the ring, as well as Christian. Lovely plant there from Christian, who has been attacking Devon Dudley and making his life hell for a long time. Bubba Ray with those fierce knees into the ribcage of Christian. Oh, now he's kicking him. You're not going to be able to climb anything if you can't breathe. He continues the onslaught. You've got a hammerlock now, but this is way more important than what's going on in the ring. He's going to break his fingers. Pete Dunne, probably. There we go. Everybody who follows Pete Dunne just knows exactly what I've done there. A little inside joke. Matt Hardy says, no, you don't. There's an ECW fan in the crowd. Love it. I wonder if that was prominent during this match. Can't say I remember. I might need to go back and watch this back. I've been doing that recently. I've been going back and I've been watching matches that I remember as a kid absolutely loving. Maybe that I've seen within the last 10 years too, and just seeing what they're like now. Whether they hold up. There's a few that really don't, to be fair. But there's a few which now I've become a bit more of a fanboy over it. Some absolute instant classics. A lot of them are tag team wrestling as well, because I've been really enjoying tag team wrestling, being part of a tag team myself. For instance, the Hollywood Blondes, I've gone back and watched a few of their matches, especially against like the Horsemen, best 2 out of 3 falls, that was really good. Heart Foundation versus the Brainbusters. Just naming off some class ones now. SummerSlam 91, if anybody wants to go check it out, it's the opening contest. I absolutely love that match. It's really, really good. It happened before I was born, and yet I can still appreciate it. There are some chair shots to the head, which you could get away with back at Wrestlemania 17, or X7. X7. You can't get away with it now. Matt Hardy pushing the table in. Instead of coming in, diving in and helping his brother, who was getting smacked around by some chairs, now, let's go get the table instead, and then let's leave, and not even bother with the table. It's weird so far that, like, nobody's really took to their own weapon. Obviously, the ladder, that's going to be more prominent because they're going to be trying to climb it, so, like, Matt and Jeff might occasionally get the ladder a little bit more, but I don't think I've seen Edge or Christian really dominate the chair yet. There's the Swanton, hello! Now he's got time to climb. I haven't seen either of the Dudley boys go for a table. But this is the carnage of this match. Usually when it's just a tornado tag in a TLC, you get those little openings where, for instance, right there, Jeff Hardy could have probably got up. Bubba Ray's only just getting to his feet now. Jeff couldn't do anything. Edge was right on him. It's going to be a while before we're actually going to get anybody trying to retrieve the title. We're seeing a lot of this, though, and I'm not a fan. It's alright when Pete Dunne does it once, but not over and over again. Okay, that was a good opportunity there, Jeff, which he probably should have took. He's going to go for a twist of fate instead. He is. There's a twist of fate. But Bubba Ray really ruined things. So, he couldn't climb the ladder. Going to smack with a table instead. Oh, while he's on the floor. While he's on the floor. Good knee from Bubba Ray. I take Devon and Christian. Do they know that there's a wrestling ring? They've legitimately been out there the whole time. I think Christian's popped in once and gone, nah, I prefer it out there. I prefer it out there. Right, Matt. Oh, this is all before the Lita situation as well, Matt. So you've got a lot of heartbreak to come. Unfortunately, my friend, you've got a lot of heartbreak to come. I could have added managers and had like Spike and Rhino and Lita. It was Rhino, was it? Yeah, it was Rhino. With Edge and Christian. I just want to focus on these guys, really. Oh, we're going to finally see a table spot. He basically did the 3D without the cutter on the other side. Lovely stuff. Oh my god, that forearm to the back of the head from Devon is absolutely deadly. Right now, the Dudley boys are dominating. This is their big opportunity to grab the ladder. Because right now, both the Hardy boys are kind of out of it. Edge and Christian can't even get to their feet, and instead they go to the outside to inflict more punishment. There's 2 ladders in the ring. I mean, Bubba Ray is legitimately just walking around. It's nice to see Devon in the ring, though, isn't it? Do you think he got England? I didn't know this was here. I didn't realise this was here. Matt Hardy. Back in the action. Rolls back on the outside. Oh, hello. Now we only have 2 in the ring. This is prime opportunity. Oh, is Jeff going to leave? No. Bubba. Oh, my God. He dropped the knee. This is literally just a ladder in the middle of the ring with nothing. Doing nothing. One of the Hardy boys. Like, neither of you are really doing anything right now. Nip back in. Try and get a sneaky one unhooked. Here we go. Christian's a smart man. Hello? Christian. Spin round. Oh, there's a ladder here. I remember now. Oh, it might be too late, though, because Matt Hardy's in here. He's missed the big opening. He's got one. Finally. We're only 13 minutes into this. And he's got one. Matt Hardy. Can you bring him down? He's going to powerbomb him. Bang! Oh, right on Bubba Ray. Jeff, what are you doing, Jeff? Leave the ladder up. It took us 10 minutes to get up in the first place. Some of the camera angles are a little bit crap. But I guess it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can still see all the action. That's the main thing. As long as we can see all the action. Check out what's going on the outside as well. I mean, else we'd never see Devon. The guy loves the outside of the ring. He's in here right now, but he's losing. It's probably why he sticks to the outside. Both ladders are probably going to go to the outside now, which is going to slow things down even more. Oh, whisper in the wind from Jeff Hardy. It was in slow motion. And he still missed. Bubba Ray, what a deadly clothesline that is. Oh, good DDT. I'm a huge fan of the DDT. It's in my moveset. I love to bring back the DDT. Right, come on, Jeff. Let's go, Jeff. Against the ladder? No, throws from the outside. Devon? The broken table's still in the ring, which I love, but it's also incredibly annoying, isn't it? Oh, good. Very good. Right, okay. Chops, kicks. Let's go. Let's get him out. Out he goes. Come on, then. Let's get some ladders. Yes, Devon. Yes, Devon. Get the ladder, Devon. Matt Hardy's here. Whoever wins this needs to climb. Oh, here we go. Lovely. Is that Bloody Sunday or reverse Bloody Sunday? No. Could be here a while. What are you doing there? It was fine exactly where it was. Right, here we go. Oh, he's gone all the way up. Of course he is. Of course, I mean, it's WrestleMania 17. You've got to create these spots, haven't you? It was a lot better on the pay-per-view, I must say. I would have been a bit annoyed if like Matt or Jeff went to the top of the ladder, everybody's screaming and going dun-dun-dun, and just drop a forearm instead of, you know, actually flipping or something. Because that just looks so much better, right? If they just drop down to their feet and hit a forearm, we're going for it. It's a shame. Jeff Hardy was there. We've got people fighting on the top though. Christian, here's your big opportunity. He's reached up. Hardy's back. At least we've got them going for it now. That's the main thing. Oh, and Bubba Ray just pushed them off anyway. Hey, we're going to focus more on the outside. It's going to get to a point at the minute, though, where their stamina is going to be so low that every single move they take, they're going to be laid down for a longer period. Which obviously gives the guys who inflict the moves much more time to climb the ladder. Oh my god, the Dudley Boys have been dropped on top of each other there. We're all back in the ring, though. This is a first for a very long time. Bubba Ray's out, though. Oh, right on top of the ladder. Okay, now we're all exiting. Devon, not sure what he's doing. He's retrieving the ladder is what he's doing. He is retrieving that. Now, if you can... He's got a bit of an opportunity here. Oh, face buster. There we go. The X Factor, I think that used to be called. Oh, Devon. What are you doing, man? Prime opportunity. It's all right, Bubba. Bubba's on it. Not for long. Go on, just get one more. We're going to be here for ages, folks. Down you go. Electric chair again. Welcome back, Edge. Wrong Edge, though. We're in a weird time frame. The Dudley Boys and Matt and Jeff, they're accurate to the actual time zone itself. 2000, 2001. Christian is exactly the same. And then you've got like 2008 Edge. Swanton! Doesn't matter how old you are, Edge, you can still eat a Swanton. They are not pleasant either. Oh, Christian lands well. See, this, in a normal Tornado Tag TLC, would have been over by now. It was a perfect opportunity. Not when it's a triple threat tag. Things are different then. Christian to the outside. Oh my god, he's been power bombed out. Okay, Hardys versus Dudleys. Dudleys are winning. The ladder's going up. Come on then, Bubba. Oh my god, Devon! Where did that come from? He just literally flew. I've never seen Devon Dudley do that before. Climb the ladder. Let's stop doing this and just climb the ladder. Okay. Alright, Matt's going to get his ass kicked now. Here we go. That's the Bubba Bomb. Bang. Right, now it's time to climb the ladder. Please. Oh. Edge is back up. Edge is back up. Bubba Ray's decided not to bother either. We genuinely could be here for such a long time. I hope you're having fun though. And again, if you want to see more of these, then please let me know. Maybe ones that won't take as long. But I'm all up for doing it. I'm happy to do stuff like this. It means that once it starts, I know it won't crash right at the end, because genuinely that really annoyed me to the point where I felt like I didn't know whether I would continue doing my GM videos. But after a couple of days, we're getting on here, by the way. After a couple of days, I realised, no, I'm being silly thinking that. I've got a plan. I've got a video idea coming up that I think you'll enjoy. We are getting close now, because for some reason, they are all just watching him. Any chance? He has 2 to go. He's done 5. We're all glitching out. What is happening? He's got 2 more to go. There's the electric chair. Matt Hardy, any chance? I don't believe it. If there is another sign that this game is broken, it's right now. And the Dudley Boys win. The Dudley Boys win. Well, did you expect that? Have you ever seen that before? They do look great with the tag belts. I must admit, they do look great with the tag belts. But that is such a weird bug. Well, if you enjoyed it, please consider smashing a like. I'd really appreciate it. And again, if you have any other suggestions or you'd like to check out some TEW, Total Extreme Wrestling, then please let me know down in the comments. I would love to do some of that stuff. I really enjoy that game. And this game, let's face it, it's just so broken. Cheers. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.